to teach you how to be a good little peasant zombie today. One thing I will miss if the world ever ends and the lights ever go out is butter. Is what is this shit that I eat? Cookies and cream. No,
Chocolate chip cookie
chocolate
dough.
chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Why does it keep going off?
I wasn't gonna try it. Eat this and talk,
Still waiting, it says. Even though we got the
but then
notification.
Christy talked me into it. Also says I have one like and no viewers. Gotta
One
love
like,
you.
that's me.
Gotta love YouTube.
The no viewers, I had to read the
Hey, what's up, Scarface? How you doing, man? Did you read that article about the Tennessee governor signing that executive order? Has to do with. You can go read it. I put it on Patreon.
No one can hear you yet because no one.
It's free. You can hear me. Oh shit, lunch is about over. It's all right, dude. I'm just on here to talk.
There you are. Okay,
I'm eating lunch.
get you up.
Bowl of fat ass. I gotta move this. Hold on.
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. I was forced into. Damn it! I was forced into a bowl of it on my way out here to the garage. Christy's like, "Here, you need to eat this." No. Good shit. I think there's become a separation though, with everything that's going on. For a while, I was thinking that people were seeing it. A lot of people doubled down on their stupidity. Still telling people to write letters. Writing, be nice, don't cuss. I seen it again. Apparently, they're getting ready to introduce a semi-automatic not a ban, but adding all semi-automatics to the NFA, I guess is the goal. Warthog 71 did a video about it last night. And again, I asked, why write letters? Why are you going to beg them? Why not just turn your back on them? Nope, we don't care what you do. We want to live our lives and protect each other. It amazes me that people are still on this thing about writing and asking people to be nice. They have no intention of being nice. You don't think they know that you like semi-automatic firearms? I mean, there's only 300 million of them in the country, probably more than that. Probably 400 million semi-autos. Another couple hundred million that are not. They're either bolt action or, regardless, the majority of them are semi-autos. You don't think that they know you like your semi-autos? You need to write them a letter and tell them. They don't care. If they don't ban it this time, it'll be next time. If they don't put it on the NFA this time, it'll be next time. How many letters are you going to write until you decide, I'm not writing any more letters. I'm just going to live. Especially when you you're legitimizing that illegitimate act. You know, if somebody comes up to me and says, I'm taking your car, and I say, no, you're not, but I hand them the keys, then ask them to drive safely, you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. Why would you ask them? I don't know. Yeah, I've never wrote any letters, man. I've always been against the letter thing. I've been having some weird shit going on YouTube, specifically in the comment sections. Some of your comments I can see and I can reply to, but nobody else can see them. I looked at it from my other accounts.
Even on mine.
And even on Christie's, yeah, and you can't see certain comments. So I mean, like, the censoring is getting really weird now. Used to, if they deleted a comment, I could see it in my notification, but then it wouldn't pop up in the comment section. And then it went to where I couldn't even see it in the notifications. Now it's a lot of times I can see it, I can reply to it and comment to it, but nobody else can see it. some really weird shit. There's not anything happening today that we don't know that's going to get worse. We all just continue to sit around and complain because I bitched about your favorite fanboy. I'm getting a lot of that lately. And tell people to write their Congress, but I don't get it. I mean, I wish, I don't know. I know where the phrase "ignorance is bliss" came from now. I had heard that. What do I keep hearing about the 11th? What's supposed to happen on the 11th?
I don't know.
I keep hearing something about the power grid.
On the 11th?
Trust the plan, people. Trust the plan. Whose plan you want to trust? Yours or theirs?
That's in like 2 days.
Yeah, I know it. It's water dripping. What's up, Alexander? But this whole comment, have a tissue. Give me that rag right next to you. That one's fine. That one's fine. Oh, thank you. This whole, I'm sorry. This whole comment thing has got me puzzled because it makes no sense. Why? Why they're trying to silence everybody. And it doesn't even matter what position you hold because, like, I'm not a conservative. It just doesn't make any sense to me why you would think, if anything, they wouldn't silence me. I don't know. I know it sucks. I know people are idiots. And in California, apparently, the bigger idiots than most. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry for you to eat. Hold on 1 second. Tech T, you hit the nail on the head, man. The country is done. We have nothing but tactical keyboard O-like coffee merchants who run Herfcat on how to utilize keyboards. Dude. I wish I had some stickers. I'd send you one just for that. I need to get some made. I've been slacking horribly. I don't even have nothing to talk about because I don't watch anything anymore, really. Occasionally when I go to bed, I'll watch like shorts or something. But last night I was watching a bunch of motorcycle chases where like the bikes are running from the cops. And just about every time those bikes work together, and they all just said, "Screw it, we're not listening to y'all." They all went home safely. But when one of them stopped or 5 of them stopped, they didn't get to go home safely. I seen one where his bike was dropped by the cop. It was kind of funny. Operation Trust was a Bolshevik operation to stop the. I can't read it. Monarchies that were on.
It does sound like he was out there to stop the murder.
Yeah, like the Q shit, man. I mean,
Crazy.
How long would you listen to me if every time I said something was going to happen, it didn't happen? You know what I mean? Like if every day I said, tomorrow, President Biden's going to be handing out $100 bills at the homeless shelter on Vine Street in Cincinnati. You come all the way down here from Missouri, and not only is he not doing it, he's not even there.
Dude, that lady said that he was supposed to try to save the children, that all these women are giving birth underground, all these babies, and that's
they're giving birth underground to all these babies.
Yes, to
Q said
supply, this. Yes, or Trump or whatever. That Trump was trying to save them, so they blew up a whole tunnel to kill all their breeders and all their babies to show that they didn't care. And so he had to step back
You know that woman's
and
crazy,
stop.
right?
Yes, I
All
know
right.
that fucking lady's crazy.
All right.
I told her
Just
she's
so you know.
crazy.
But there's people
Do
that
you
believe that
understand
shit,
what you're
man. Like
saying?
people are still. There's people that still believe Trump is coming back to. He's just walking in the White House on the 14th, taking shit back over. Scooch over, Biden. I'll dick down your old lady and run the country.
And like all like little things she was trying to say, so I'm like, you can look all this up on Google. If this was some big secret, it wouldn't be here. Like, are you retarded?
You
And it's
look,
always about the
she
deep
said
state.
you look up on Google.
I
Listen, the deep state is a straw man. That's what it is. The government's the deep state.
know.
All of it. There's not a few people controlling shit. That's why they're all multi-millionaires.
The new boss and the old boss.
Yeah, they could do that, man. Speaking of that, I have a Samsung, and Microsoft bought Samsung recently. So for about the past 4 months, they've been telling me I need to transfer all my files from not what's Samsung's cloud called, whatever Samsung Cloud. They keep telling me I have to transfer it or it'll all be deleted. They've been sending me the same message now for 4 months saying it's going to be deleted at the end of the month. Well, I'm not transferring it because I don't want to give them permission to have access to my phone.
So hey,
I don't even know why that cloud streaks on my phone.
will this dry and not be as sticky as what it is?
But yeah, I could see them doing that. I could definitely see them taking serial numbers from pictures and register them to you. They have the technology to do it. Why wouldn't they do it?
They just will.
The truth is, they've probably been doing that shit for years, man. Whatever we know they're doing, they're still 10 years ahead of what we know. This is the best shit in the world. What's this ice cream called?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
I know that.
Homemade.
Homemade?
Yeah.
Sit down, bro.
Wrong, ain't it?
I'm sorry I'm rude. Yes, I just wipe my mouth with the same rag I wipe my nose with.
You nasty.
Yeah, I hate the cloud crap too, man. And now anytime you do anything, you have to give more permission than what's needed.
Yeah, they
We
said
got my
it had to
smoker,
be
baby.
done by March
right.
of this past year, and now it's August of this year.
I've gotten it 4 different times and said it was going, by the end of the month I had to transfer it. By the end of that month, July 31st, you had to transfer it. It's all going to be lost. And now it says August or September or some shit.
Right.
But see, if you allow that, then they have.
Well, they really delete all our stuff.
Hold on. Now Microsoft has access to all your shit. Who owns Microsoft? And what's the owner of Microsoft doing? Working with government. So you put it together.
That's sticky. It will dry, right?
What is it?
Those.
Yeah, but if you see the problem with it is you got to move it because if you don't, the paint
No, I
will
did.
stick. The paint will stick to the box.
I moved it.
Okay, Chrissy's been out here painting all morning on her stuff, and I'm getting ready to go and paint in the house. I have to fix some stuff.
Hopefully it turns out right. I'll have to put.
Yeah, I have a geolocation on my phone. Like the Google Geo, is that what it's called? I look up just like weird shit. Like last night I was looking up Area 51. You can put in Groom Lake and it'll show you Area 51. It's cool. I think that's pretty cool shit. I don't like the technology where they can do the same thing to my house as I looked at my house too. In my opinion, living life in fear is such a but even if you disable your location, they still have your location, man. You can't. I don't care what they say. You cannot disable your location. Now you might disable it so that you can't go back in your Google account and see where you were on this day and time. They know where you're at. If I disabled my location on my phone and called 911 and left it laying there, they would show up. That's why I hate these phones. I hate these phones. Like if you ever have I'm not saying that you're going to have a conversation that if there's any reason that you need to talk to somebody and you don't want people knowing, you better find a different kind of phone, like one you can take the battery out of, or if you're going someplace that you don't want people to know that you're going. Oh yeah, the satellites in the sky they can detect body heat now. That's which is crazy. They've been detecting um, radiation for forever. That's how they know if Iran and all them places have nuclear weapons. I know the VPNs don't work because they get everyone. Yeah, well, they don't work. I can prove they don't work. Um, if you go to, if you get kicked off of AR15.com and you try to log in from another account, it'll say that you can't have two accounts from the same IP address. So then if you use a VPN, it'll tell you that you can't use a VPN to log in. So like they know when you're using a VPN, these places have the technology to know that's what you're doing. Yeah, you can flip phones if you want. I got two of them right there. Three of them. How many? No, we got more than that, don't we? I got one. There's those two. The yellow one, and then the other one we just found this morning. I got four of them. Check out grab that one phone. My one from the halfway house. You got to see this thing, man. This thing is ancient.
Just leave it in there.
Yeah, it's ancient. It's only 3 years old. 4 years old. How long have I been out now? 4 years.
Actually, longer than 3.
2021, 2017. It's 4 years. I've been out 4 years. Damn, time flies. Yeah, but I mean, I don't. I'm not the bright dude when it comes to technology. I'm not trying. I really don't even hide anything because I don't have anything to hide. And I know that's not the best attitude to have. Um, but if I'm worried about it, I do it in person. You know what I mean? Like if I'm worried about what I say, I do it in person. If I'm worried about a transaction, I do it in person. If I'm worried about if I don't want people to know where I'm going, I'll leave my phone behind. Yeah, I just got flip phones a few months ago for my boys at
It's like a track phone.
yeah. Look at this little ancient bastard.
It's called track phone too. That's so funny.
Look how many it is. You remember when they used to make them this small so you'd have to lose them and buy new ones all the
But
time?
like, look at the size they are now. You know what I
You
mean?
can't see the next to it.
My screen's on, so that's why I didn't flip it around.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little track phone. This is the only phone I could have in the halfway house because I couldn't get on the internet with it. Can't believe we found this thing. God, I used to hate this phone. Such a piece of shit. I don't know. I'm sure it will still work. I said, I use those phones when I have. I bought them to use, but I don't even ever use them. I mean, like I genuinely never say anything to people that I wouldn't tell everybody. I've learned my lesson about that shit. Yep, I agree, Tech T. I mean, technology is good in the right hands, but it's also terrible. You have people today that they like I was in a conversation today, and the guy kept mentioning the internet and Google. And I'm like, dude, just because you use the internet and Google for everything, don't assume that I do. Well, I send my friends over, and they think that you watch too much TV. I watch all your videos, but you're an idiot. I'm like, okay, man. Anyway, I watched one show in the past year, probably on the TV. Since we've lived in this house, I've sat down and watched TV one time. That was about I don't know a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Like I don't use the internet. What's up, Angry Fishing? I don't use the internet like that. Yeah, good taking bad people, man. It's a disaster just waiting to happen. You can de-Google a smartphone, but it only removes Google Play. Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, they have what they call the Freedom Phone now too, which is like a de-Googled phone. They can still track it, man. You know, like there's no technology today that's in the smartphone configuration that they cannot track. Period. Even that Freedom Phone, they can still track it. Call 911 and set that phone down and watch what happens. They don't. They use the cell phone to they ping it off the towers and they can get your location within feet. Yeah, Tech T. I get it, man. Like there's a lot of people that have this bug out. The ideal bugging out is a from one side of the spectrum to the other. So it goes from I'm taking me and my family and we're going to go bug out to this place and we're going to live happily ever after and live off the land and nobody's going to bother us and it's going to be great because we're going to be the only ones that are there because we're the only ones that are planning this, right? And then you have the other bug out people that are like, I'm staying here and fighting for my house. And if I got to go to the next town over, I'm bugging out. So I'm going to have a trailer or a truck ready, my shit packed, whatever it is. Um, I think that living in the woods is a fantasy. If you plan on being free, it comes at the same specific cost as it's always come at. And it's unfortunate that it comes at that cost. But evil people are just not going to leave you alone. Look at the video I posted yesterday from I think it might have been Idaho or Portland, where the Antifa and people are sitting there in a park with their kids praying, and Antifa comes up and starts shit with them. They do that shit because they keep getting away with it. I mean, they've created a situation to where the evil can prevail because the good fears the consequences of defending themselves. It's a fucking joke. And then they've taken a step further and convinced these ignorant bastards to support the very ones that would put them in handcuffs and take them to jail for defending themselves. We already know. Some other people obeyed this app last week in Britain. That'll check out the home while the army has to stock up shells. No shit. That's happening where you're at, Mr. A? Where are you at? I forget. You changed your name, didn't you? I recognize the screen name, but nothing. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Well, right, Jeff. Like I said, it's the spectrum for what bug out is huge, right? So it doesn't mean the same thing to everybody, but for the people that believe that, hey, I'm going to take myself or my family and we're going to go live at this place in the woods and live happily ever after, it's a fucking fairy tale. And really, you're part of the problem. If somebody in that family is not fighting for that family, you're going to lose. You're going to be in the same situation we are now, probably worse. That's why I'm so against, the modern term of anarchy. Without I'm not for without government. I'm for without rulers. People confuse that shit for some reason. Everybody thinks I'm an anarchist. I don't get it. I'm sorry. And then they try to tell me what I've said. Fucking stoners. Yeah, Julie, I said the same thing. I said, you know what? Like when I watched it, I was thinking to myself, and I watched them do that, and I was like, I was just waiting for one of them to get shot or something. And when nobody did anything, I was disappointed, to say the least. I was ashamed of them, is what I was, in all honesty. 27 million people in the UK sign up for a track and trace app. 27 million people. They're fucking idiots, man. Like, that's what this shit leads to. People we're not. People don't understand how your decisions affects the next person. Like, freedom isn't about you all the time. There's a lot of times that freedom will hurt you, but you still have to default to it in order to preserve it. Yeah, I think they will too, John Rice. Like our house is supposed to be done Friday and it's still not done. Don't ask me why. I was actually pretty lazy yesterday. My pelvis and my back was hurting me real bad yesterday. My I guess my hip and my back. I can get shit done. Um, Christy's been working on packing just all the extra stuff up. We got to bring it out here to put it in the garage. I have one mess up to fix in Sal's room on the wall where Christy accidentally used ceiling paint on the wall.
Just a little corner.
Just a little corner.
And then our wall, that's it.
And then I have one wall in my bedroom that I have a whole bunch of shit in my bedroom up against one wall, like a dresser, stuff on a dresser.
Did I ever finish? I finished the back, didn't I?
What back?
Remember when we went over it with that watered down paint?
I don't know if you did or not. I think it needs hit again.
Did you look?
I think it needs hit again. We still got a couple days. We got to get the carpet cleaned too. We can't show the house till the carpet's cleaned. But we got to get it done so we get it sold. I mean, I think it'll sell fast. Houses are selling in like five days.
5 days or something. Well, Ohio's on the list.
And we're putting it up for more money than we were going to because like hyperinflation's kicking ass right now. Where, I mean, like we're asking way more for this house than it'll be almost double what we paid. My mom paid for it. How many years ago? 8 years ago?
Not over 9.
9 years ago?
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah, I think it was 9 years ago. So that's a pretty good investment.
Because however long he's been gone, they were together.
Yeah, it's been about 9 years, 8 or 9 years. But that's only if we can get it done, man. It's like every time you get something done, you find something else that needs to be done. And I'm not the person that's going to like cover something up so you can find it later. I try to fix everything that needs to be done. Man, Mr. A, and screw that. Imagine the people calling the law on you because you don't do that. Hey, Ken Anderson, how you doing, man? Thought they go along to get along, things get back to normal, but it was never that plan. Yeah, I know, dude. Listen, man, I tried to tell people, like, this has been the longest 15 days of my life. You know what I mean? Like, if I was going on a 15-day fast, I'd be dead right now. If I took a 15-day vacation from work, I'd be fired. Like, it was 15 days. And then it was all just give us another 15 days. And then it was all, we're going to need another 30 days. And then it was all, everybody's locking down until we say so. It's complete bullshit, dude. It's never going back to normal. Actually, it is going to get back to normal. And here's why. Because they're normalizing this new shit. By the time they're done with this shit, you'll forget about, the prior illusion of freedom, like 2018 illusion. You'll be thinking in the 2020 because shit's, it's ridiculous. It's retarded. People are stupid for following it. They should turn their back on it. They should say no. They should say kiss my ass, and they should protect everybody around them from the bullshit. But you have these large cities where they push this shit through, and it goes. So like New York is doing this past bullshit, and it goes. Next it'll be like Boston, or next it'll be L.A.
There could be a growth there.
Huh?
Carla, I don't think there could be.
You don't think there could be? Why?
She won't have it.
Dude, somebody with a shotgun and a fucking a tank full of gas could wreak havoc on this country if they wanted to. Don't do that. Don't act like I'm telling somebody to do something. Chrissy said her sister didn't believe that there could be a grid down situation. Like them Transformers they're severely backed up making those Transformers. They're like a year behind the last time I was watching the thing about it. It's a really weird situation. Yeah, Houston's another area, man. Like Houston's how do I say this? A large portion of Houston is a welfare state, ain't it? I mean, not a large portion of all countries is, but like Houston's got a rather large hood on it. Not everyone is dumb, but most are say. Right, I listened to a show the other day where they were talking about all the unvaxxed. How the unvaxxed are the problem. The unvaxxed are the ones coming in that are sick. I mean, listen, here's what it is. Like, I'm a welder. If you break something and it needs to be welded back, you come to me. Now, if you're stupid and break something and you bring it to me, guess what I do? I weld it. Even if you were dumb and you made the choice and you broke something, I still weld it because I chose to be a fucking welder. If you don't want to be a doctor, then don't be a damn doctor. If you don't want to be a nurse, don't be a nurse. Quit complaining. It doesn't matter why people are there. It just matters that they're there. Fix them, help them, or quit. But to say, oh my God, all these people that are not getting a jab are coming in here and they're causing us all this danger, is putting us in risk. We gotta give the essential first responders a raise. They're doing this great thing. No, they're doing the job they signed up to do. They chose that as a path, as a career path. It's what they chose to do.
Look what Eaton We Thought Police said.
They don't need to clear out some stuff to move. Come on, auction house or line away. We got some stuff quickly.
See what Eaton We Thought Police said?
Oh, thanks, man. What'd you say?
Eaton We Thought Police.
No, hold on, I'm getting there. This guy might be flip the script and it's only serving the.
Unpoked.
This guy might be split the script. It was only serving the unpoked and no mask. That's awesome, dude.
He had a line out the door.
I bet that's fucking awesome. What? Who'd you say it was, Christy?
Eat Me Thought Police.
I see that thumbs up. I don't see what else he did.
Oh, that's the one. You just read it. The guy in Miami Beach.
Oh, okay, my bad. That's awesome, man. Did you see the video the other day on Good Luck America from the dude in Miami Beach got his ass whooped by like 18 cops?
Who did?
Unreal. A guy, I guess, hit a bike cop or something. Something happened to a bike cop, and the guy took off running. And like, I understand why he ran. He knew he was going to get his ass beat. He ran to where there was a camera at. I don't blame him. And they beat the shit. You should have seen it. They were running in the door. Fucking, you ever watch like The Matrix or some shit where they're running, they slide across the floor? You know what I mean? And then jump up and like shoot somebody or hit somebody. That's what he did. He ran the door 5 feet away from the dude, hit the ground. You know, second base slid over into him, grabbed him, and starts cranking on him. Like 18 cops, 2 of them got in trouble. And then the guy was videotaping over away from it. And then once they got done whooping that dude's ass, then they whooped the dude with the camera's ass.
Are you serious?
Yeah. 2 cops. There was 18 cops there. Nobody stopped it. Nobody tried to stop it. Either one of the ass whoopings. They all joined in on it. Except for
only
some.
2 got in trouble?
Only 2 got charged, yes. He just laid down in his face and they started kicking him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he laid down on his face and put his hands behind his back, didn't he? That was the first thing he did when they came in there. He did. You're right, TLR. He did. He laid down on the first guy, laid down on his face, put his hands behind his back. So he's on his stomach, hands behind his back. The cop puts him in cuffs. They start beating the fuck out of him. They beat the absolute shit out of the dude. The one cop kicked him like, what, 5 times? The sergeant? It was insane. But like, they do it. You know, like power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. They know there's nothing you can do to them. Because the worst case scenario, they get fired, they go to the next town and show them their little state certificate saying they can be a cop and they get hired. They don't even do background checks. That's why every time something happens, we're like, well, we didn't know that he got caught raping 4-year-olds in the next county over. How are we supposed to know? Background checks don't work on a po-po. We're all friends. We're all good guys. Yeah, definitely, NG. 100%. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read comments. Yeah, they are pieces of shit, dude. Like, listen, it takes a real live piece of shit to want some kind of position of power. I would love to be a cop. I really would. Like, if there's going to be cops, let me be a cop. We'll get some shit done. Some for real shit. We're not going to be worried about drugs. We ain't going to be worried about babies. You know, like this lady over here. These fucking people call the cops. I see the cops here at least once every other week, and I know that I have to miss a couple of them, right? Every time it's the same thing. They're out in the yard fighting. She calls the cops. Cops show up. Oh, he's not here. There comes a point in time where you just say, you know what, bitch, you should have left. You're there by choice. Don't call it. We're not Captain Save-A-Ho. You want to be a cop as a kid? I think everybody wanted to be a cop as a kid.
I wanted to be a homicide detective, but once I found out that I had to beat the streets for 16 years first, I was like, yeah, no. Remember? Because I went to law enforcement and everything.
Yeah, Chrissy was in law enforcement in school.
And Scarlett.
And then married a scary felon. I'm thinking about running for sheriff in my county. No shit. Do it, TLR. Do it, Travis. Will you hire me? Dude, tell me you will hire me. Tell me. If you win, you got to hire me, dude. You can do it. We can do this. We will figure it out. I can legally carry firearms in Ohio. 100%. What's on your body cam? You let Free go with his big bag of meth. Oh, let Fred go with his big bag of meth. And his meth ain't hurt nobody. Listen, the only reason that there's even violence surrounding drugs is because they're prohibited. I mean, look at alcohol. Look when the alcohol is prohibited, man. Look how much violence was around it. It was no different than the drug game is today. And then when they amended the 18th Amendment, or the Prohibition Amendment, what was it, the 21st Amendment, when they reversed it, all that violence went away, dude. Drugs is what keeps the criminal justice system afloat. So let's reward now, imagine the fact that most are even dumber than that. Yeah, no shit. Says George Carlin. Imagine how dumb most people are. Now imagine the fact that most are even dumber than that. There's a lot of truth to that, brother. This guy's at the grocery store. Would you buy me? What's up, Jonathan Picone? Jonathan Picone. I had one of your fellow brothers, didn't say what branch he was in, who fought for the right for me to be wrong. He could not explain how he fought for the right for me to be wrong. Can you explain it? Because I missed something apparently. Absolutely. Hell yes. Kind of be like second in command or some shit. I want some real power. I want some power. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want power. I would like to do it though, just to be like, just to show people there's another way. Like, take care of your own self. Deal with your own problems. You don't need the cops for fucking everything. Drugs aren't bad, okay?
Okay.
What's bad is assholes that are stupid. Yeah, everyone carry it, right? You're right, man. Really, I wouldn't be a deputy. I wouldn't want to be a deputy, man, because like they're unconstitutional for real. I wouldn't want that. But you could give me a concealed carry permit. I need like an honorary degree from something so I can go be a doctor somewhere. So they're afraid of patrol. I don't get it there. Oh, we talk about Christians. Hold on a second. Let me back up here. I'll see what Julie said. There's just what is wrong with people? I just don't understand the mentality of people who can't see what's going on. I don't feel bad for everyone either. Yeah, Julie, you're right. I don't feel bad for. I mean, I do in a way. I feel bad for their kids. That's who I feel bad for. Um, but they argue, man. Like they'll argue to the end that they love being a slave. You know, they have no solutions for the problems. And then when you talk about the problems that you bring up, they're like, well, you don't have any solutions for it. Well, yeah, I give them solutions. There's not solutions that anybody likes. I've never said I like the solutions, but there are solutions. Any type of permit they're going to check for first gun. Here in Missouri, you don't need any type of permit. I'm not going to check for first gun. Yeah, you don't need a permit in Ohio either. I mean, to conceal carry, you do. But I mean, if you're afraid of government, you need a permit to conceal carry. That way, when they pull you over and you have a gun on you, you can say, hey, you gave me permission to carry a gun because I'm a good little sheeple that'll do what you told me to do. I was just talking about this the other day, Brandon. I was on a live stream with Missouri Patrick from Truth Freedom Money podcast. He also started a YouTube channel called Missouri Liberty Alliance, and I was on there the other day talking about this very subject. Because, like, there's the myth about SAPA in Missouri. It nullifies federal gun law. No, it don't. Definitely don't. The feds are going to still do what they do until they amend SAPA to make those federal agents criminals, which they said they can't do. It's pointless. It's more permission. You know what I mean? Like, they think what they're doing is great over there. Hey, more power to them. Maybe it'll go somewhere one day. As it is now and any time in the near future, it's nothing. It's just more convoluted bullshit that gets people confused. You know how many times I've heard somebody say, hey, Missouri nullified federal gun laws. No, they didn't. The feds are still going to come in there and enforce those laws, just the local cops can't help them. With the Patriot Act, in the last 2 decades, especially in the last decade, the feds no longer use the locals. The feds do it all themselves. They do all the creeping and crawling and investigating and door kicking themselves. They don't use the locals. So what did it really do? Nothing. And I hate saying that, but this is the truth, man. Well, Jim, ask the next mentally ill person or the next felon you run into about that. And see if a CCW is required or not. Like, right? So you even though you don't have to have a permit, you're still getting permission. They're still dictating who can and cannot carry. There's a bunch of, I don't want to say citizens. Well, I mean, there's a lot of citizens, but individuals, there's a bunch of them. And it's not even just the feds, man. I mean, the locals are a problem too. The local police is what's going to stop you from defending yourself from the feds. And I told him, the live stream's still up. You can go watch it. Until they make those federal agents criminals for enforcing federal law within the state, which if you go by what they say, You know, it's the 10th Amendment, the 10th Amendment, the 10th Amendment, the 10th Amendment. Okay, then make those agents criminals for enforcing federal law in the state. Well, we can't do that. Well, why can't you? Why can't the legislature do that? They are criminals. If they're enforcing federal law in a sovereign state, yes, they can do that. But it's not about creating more laws. It's about repealing the old laws that stop you from protecting yourself. Yeah, you can open carry here in Ohio too. Ohio's an open carry state. Yeah, same thing here in Brandon. You can open carry in Ohio. Everybody I know, dude, like everybody I know conceals carries and nobody has a permit. People are done with that shit. There's a few people that have permits. Some people, excuse me, some people are just done with asking permission, dude. I don't, I get it, 100%. I don't know about open carry. The crime rate will go down. I've seen videos of people open carrying and getting their shit taken from them. I think that if people conceal carry and then they, well, I mean, maybe it's possible. You know, like look at every state that you know in the past decade and a half that got some kind of concealed carry permit bullshit, and crime went down. Violent crime went down by like 50% the following year in all those states, just from you know the ideal that this person could now be armed. People that's why I want civilian force just as large as the military. Yeah, I mean, they they've had the police force is a really weird thing, man, because a lot of it's not physical force, a lot of it's perceived force. So like, you will do what I say, or I'm going to call my buddies and we're going to make you do what we say, right? So you're going to go to jail, you're going to lose your freedom, you're going to lose your house, you're going to be away from your kids, your wife, your family, you're going to lose all your car, all the shit you work for, blah 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 blah. And that's why a lot of people just comply with what they're told to comply with. And it's really unfortunate because silk hair is the best, you know, the best thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree, Brandon. Like, I don't care how people carry. I would never carry. I would never open carry. Uh-uh. No, not me. Sure, no good. You're just. I feel. I feel like you're asking for trouble that way, because people don't fear you because you don't have a government issued uniform on. When you have a government issued uniform on, it's different than just having civilian clothes on. And you know, I think more than anything, you make yourself a target. You know, you walk into a room, you're standing there with 100 people, and you got a gun. And a guy comes in to kill people, and he sees you have a gun. Guess who's going to try to take out first? You. He's going to try to be sneaky about it. But if he doesn't know you have a gun, you may have the opportunity to defend yourself or other people. Shoot a target, right? I think it too in a certain way it does, Travis. I agree with you 100% on that, man. It makes you a target. Hey, thanks, Greg. I appreciate you, man. Try to check my gun. I hate retention holsters. I hate them. I despise them. Nope, don't like them. It's just one. So I'm one of the people. I try to eliminate any variables, right? So that's why I'm like so big on H in defense. Yeah, eliminate the gas block variable, eliminate the bolt variable, or bolt braking variable. Um, I don't like retention holders that you know like level two or like what is it, level two and level three retention holsters. Don't like them. What, Brandon? Whatever you think, whatever you can shoot best, man. I mean, I personally I don't want to get hit with a 40 grain 22 LR. I mean, it just I guess it just depends. The 115s are hotter. But I guess it probably depends on the time of the year. If it's wintertime, the 147s would probably be better because of the thicker clothing, I would think. I'm not a ballistics expert by any means, buddy. I wish I was. Yeah, they all cycle well, dude. It doesn't matter. Whatever you can get your hands on right now. I'd buy it all up. 147. Jesus Christ. Who the fuck makes that? Well, no, I don't think so, Greg. That I think that's a misconception. Uh, hitting where you aim at is what gives you better results. I mean, there's people that carry 45s that, 10 millimeters is a good one. A lot of people carry 10 millimeters. Some people can carry a 10 millimeter and shoot it correctly. But if they miss that first shot, by the time they get back on target, because they can't, how do I say this? They can't properly manage the recoil muzzle rise of the pistol. By the time they get back on target, they could have already had 3 or 4 shots from a 9 millimeter. So, is the 10 millimeter better or the 9 millimeter? It's up to everybody, man. I'm not the guy that more power, better results guy, because it's normally not ever the case. What Cobain say? What state is the most gun friendly? It depends how you look at it. I mean, Ohio's a really gun friendly state. There's not like that permission where everybody can just carry concealed. Yet they're trying to get it pushed through. Um, but Ohio is pretty gun friendly. Just depends on what you mean by gun friendly. I mean, like, Missouri may be gun friendly, but if you get caught some shit that they say that they don't want you to have, you're going to go to fucking prison for the next 2 decades. When in Ohio, you would go for 3 years. So, like, the gun friendly, like, there's a lot to be involved in it. And I know a lot of people don't think about that. They don't think about the potential prison sentence if some dickhead decides that you did something he didn't like. You need to consider that when you're thinking about the gun friendly states. Yeah, I have issues with my elbows, so I don't know why, but when I sleep with my elbows up like this, or you know what I mean? Like I don't sleep with my arms down. So over years of doing that, I used to sleep on my stomach with my arms under my stomach, under my chest. For years, I did that, and now I fall asleep on my back with my arms on my chest. But anyway, because of that, I got nerve damage in my elbows, which causes major pain issues in my hands. And 115 grain is definitely, because of recoil. Even at 124s, there's way more recoil than with 115. Yeah, the MP 1522s are fun to shoot too. I'm not saying 10 millimeters bad. It's just not for me. I don't have the hand strength to make it the best choice if I was to carry a gun. See like another scan. Sure, it may help one person out of the millions. The vast majority are throwing cash money. What do you say? Hold on, I gotta go back. No, that one. What do you think about self defense? I think it's complete bullshit because they're going to decide if when do they decide if they cover it. So like if you listen to that what is it, U.S. whatever Gays and Gizmos backs, and the other one is the Daily Shooter, he backs it too, or is sponsored by it, whatever. You know, any illegal self defense shooting. Well, how do they know it's legal until you've been tried, right? So, in my opinion, from what I know about it, and what I've read from their documents, because we've got them in the mail before, I wouldn't get it because they're going to. It would have to be a clear cut self defense. Somebody tried to hack your head off with a knife. It's all on video. They held their ID there and said, "I'm going to kill Freedom Inc. and I'm going to hit him with this machete and try to take his head off." And then he walks over in front of the same camera, tries to take my head off, and I kill him. Then it would pay for your lawyer and shit. Other than that, dude, I don't know. It's not. I mean, like, look, think about that. Self defense. Why would you need it? Why would you need them? We need to eliminate the problems for why you would need them if it was self defense. We don't need to, add in another insurance scam. That's why I think they are insurance scams. What What did Mr. Bacone say? 544 like Bulow 60 grain sniper so solid. Is that the 22 LR? Oh, it is, ain't it? No shit. I've heard there have been a lot of problems with those Glocks though, breaking right where the uh oh fuck, what's it called? Complete brain fart. Complete brain fart. I've heard they've had problems. I've never shot a 19X. Brandon, I think it just depends on who it is, man. Like, because I've seen people shoot 10 millimeter faster than I can shoot a 9 millimeter. So, I mean, if you are as proficient with a bigger projectile, if it's going 200 feet per second slower, does that really matter in handgun distances? I wouldn't think it would. I mean, maybe it would. Maybe that split second would matter. But there are people who are just as proficient with 10 millimeter as I am with 9. I don't think personally though a 10 millimeter is a great choice. I think 9 mil is just my 9 mil is just the all around best. It's probably the best round. I want to get a lot of shit for this. I want to have some fag named Gay Note saying, "Look at what you said 5 years ago. Now you're saying this." Do a whole production on me. Hey, Gay Note, we love you. I think 9 millimeter is a pretty ingenious round. I mean, look how many countries use it for how many different purposes. It is heavy enough that it causes enough damage to stop the threats. It's light enough where the recoil is not enough to where you can get back on target quick or multiple targets. It's relatively cheap. You can find it anywhere. I mean, there's people that picked up. Did you guys see what's his name? Mojo. I forget his name. It's Mojo something or something Mojo. Milspec Mojo. That's what his name is. Or he had the Sig or whatever, or had a Glock or whatever, and grabbed a Sig mag and shot the Sig mag out of the Glock, or vice versa, whatever. So I mean, no, I didn't watch it. I haven't been watching his videos, Travis. I've been staying away from it. What I know is drama. I've been staying away from intentionally. So yeah, but dude, you got a lot of faith putting your trust in the 22 LR though. I don't care what 22 LR it is. I don't put my. It's not the guns. It's the ammo. I don't care if it's CCI or Gula or whatever it is. Like, I'm just not a rimfire dude. Now they're cool. They're fun to shoot. Um, Christy had a Glock 19 22 LR conversion, and the problem with it was it needed milled because the um, top quarters of the slide were different from the original 19, so it wouldn't fit in any of the 19 holsters. But it runs in cycles. It's like $279. So if you got a Glock 19, want to shoot 22 LR out of, you can get it. Just like Google or Glock 19 22 LR conversion. It'll come up. Mags are pretty expensive though, if I remember right. What on spring cups? What are they? What's good about them, John Rice? I don't know what you all be talking about. My EDC is 911. It's right here in my hand. Right here is my EDC. My polices that love me and cherish me and want me to live and fight for me. Yeah, I think centerfire is more reliable. I think that I would venture to even say that in most cases, I think it's been proven that centerfire is more reliable than rimfire. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it depends if you because if you miss the artery, well, I mean, they're going to drop. They can still shoot you. The ideal is not to shoot at somebody. The ideal is not to get shot. It's more important to not get shot than it is to shoot somebody. I will, John Rice. I'll look for it. Is it a newer video? Or is it an older one? Just gonna start practicing with your swords and shields. The 22. Listen, if you didn't learn nothing in 2011, and you didn't stock up on 22 LR this time before this time happened, there's a problem. You should have 10,000 rounds of 22 LR. That shit was so cheap. Then it's fun to shoot. It's fun for the kids to shoot. Oh, you're good, man. You're good, John. Um, Max Max Arms. Is it Virgo? I can't see your name. What's his name, baby? I can't see letters. Orange starts with a V.
What?
Vitago.
Lago?
Huh?
Vinlago?
Vinlago. Max Arms. MAXRMAXARMS. Just put in Max Arms. Then when it comes up, hit ammo and search their ammo. Right now they got 1,000 rounds of they got cases of 9 mil 5.56, and they sell 400 round ammo cans of 308, 303 British, and a bunch of other shit. It's hit or miss. They're normally the cheapest though. I just seen 1,000 rounds of I forget what brand ammo it was. I remember thinking, damn, that was a good deal, but it was for like 450 ish, something like that for 1,000 rounds. So if you can find 1,000 rounds anywhere else for that price, go ahead. There's another place called in Milford, Ohio. You can get on Facebook, and I don't know if they ship or not, but you can get on Facebook and look. It's called Ammo and Guns. It's in Milford, Ohio. They just had 1,000 rounds of PMC bronze 5.56 for $475 or something. Honestly, to stretch a pistol at that range, most people want to take your shit or life up close. How far? Hold on, I gotta see what Brandon said. My bad. I'm good at 20 yards with easy. Anything 20 yards, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, the possibility is still there, though, Jonathan. You know what I mean? Some people are pussies and they don't want to be up close. You know what I mean? I mean, you figure if you have a car, a space for a car, and a car, what's that? That's probably 15 yards right there. And you're fighting around a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think 20 yards is reasonable for an EDC. I have been trying to stay away from everything. I haven't really been like it, I don't enjoy the stuff I used to enjoy because everything I see the bullshit in all of it now. I think so too, Rocco. But I mean, to each their own, man. If it runs for him and it works for him and his combination of ammo and pistol work for him, he's never had no problems. More power to him. The dude knows what he's doing. I mean, he's uh
Um,
he's been in the thick of it. Got a red dot defense ammo. Got a red dot. Oh, the red dot defense ammo. I don't know much about it. Which one is that? Red dot defense. I'm trying to think. Is that the crazy one that has tracers? Is that what that is? Yeah, training's a big part of it, Ken. People that have never trained don't understand it, and I get it because I didn't understand it. Everybody should go take a class, a pistol class, in an EDC class to get your carry permit is not a class. That class will get you killed because it gives you um, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? It gives you a false sense of security. Yes, sir, Jonathan. I agree. I'm too old for that shit, though, bro. I'm too old. I use my hands to change mags and rack slides. I might throw a pistol at you, but I'm not fighting you no more. I'm too old for that shit. It takes too long to heal. Sure, man's armor, the pelvis shot is very effective. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, my son was shot in his pelvis, actually, right above his pelvis, and that is a what's it called? His femoral artery is what got hit, and that's why he bled out. So yeah, you can lose your gun more likely not to drop your hands. Right? I agree, man. I know what you're saying. I'm just fucking around. I'll still beat somebody up if I have to. I just don't like healing from it. It takes forever. You know, like you used to, you'd fight and be like ready to go out to the bar and fight the next day again. Shit, now you get into a fight, even if you whoop their ass, you still got to lay in bed for a week to recover. Hitting 35 sucks. Glock parts are hard to get right now. Oh man, it's not the power. It's not the thunderstorm, Steven. The grid went down, buddy. Bug out, bug out. I was getting old. Jesus Christ, $37 for 25 rounds. That's ridiculous. I remember when I was buying the federal law enforcement, was it the HSTs? I think it's the HSTs or HTSs. And I was buying 50 round boxes for $25. If you see a cop down in a shootout, would you intervene or bounce? Bounce. I don't know enough about the situation to get involved, Jonathan. You know what I mean? Just because it is a okay, like let's flip that around. If you see a if you see just a normal person down in a shootout, would you intervene or bounce? You know what I mean? Like you can't just say it's because of a cop, because that you know we've been indoctrinated with that mentality to help the cop when the cop could be very much at fault. And if he is a cop, there's a very high likelihood that he started that interaction that got involved with that, and that his choices put him where he was at. Sportsman God sucks, dude. Those bastards. I know somebody that had that has a back order from them from March of last year for ammo and still hasn't got it. Yeah. Well, yeah. What about the guy in Colorado that helped the cops and then got shot by the cops at the same scene? Yeah, it's a tally of circumstances, but you don't know the circumstances. You wasn't there to see them. You know what I mean? If you just show up and there's a cop down, you don't know what happened. I mean, I don't want to see anybody die. I might call his buddies and be like, "Hey, there's a one of your friends are laying over here." I'm not helping them though. I've helped gunshot victims before. I'm not helping one if they got a badge and a uniform on. Nope, not doing it. Sorry. Call me what you want. Oh, not for cost for civilians. Yeah, I mean, you can't intervene, man. You because if you intervene, you're picking a side without the information to in order to know what's right. And Classic Firearms does stupid shit too. I know somebody that bought 1,000 rounds of ammo during this scamdemic from them, and they delivered it, right? They delivered it in the fucking box. It was sent from the factory. The picture of it was from their porch. They left it on the porch in the box that had the name of the uh, factory that made the ammo on it, and it said right down the corner 9mm 1,000 round case. They left it sit on the porch like when 9mm was like $700 a case. Dumbasses. Well, they don't ever ship shit in FedEx. FedEx, like home delivery, is subcontractors, and they'll steal your shit. So pay for the extra delivery to deliver UPS or whatever. Don't ever. If you have a choice, don't ever ship ammo through FedEx. Ever, never, ever, never, ever. That was quick for me under a week. Should have been easy. Yeah, no shit, no shit. Yeah, a lot of them has been stolen lately off of porches and shit. Especially when they put the box out there that says freaking Tula or Remington or whatever on it, Federal 1,000 round case. I mean, duh, George. And then they gave him a bunch of shit about giving him his money back. Told him it was delivered. And I told him, I was like, dude, it wasn't delivered. Delivered's when it's in your hand. That's when it's delivered. They left the shit on the porch. That was a them problem because he had bought insurance through them also. And he fought them for a while. They're just like, we're not covering it. We're not sending you more ammo because we don't have it. We're not refunding you. So he had to go through his credit card company and refund it. And they wind up refunding it to him. Yeah, even signature on delivery. I mean, if you got to spend an extra $20 to make sure you get your shit, do it. It's worth not having to call them to say, hey, my shit ain't here, and you said it's here. Yeah, and that's why FedEx is the worst, man. I know somebody that used to drive for FedEx, like home delivery. They dudes get paid like 12, 50, $13 an hour. So in these times when ammo's expensive, they grab a box and it says Federal on it, and they look at the side of it and it says 9 millimeter 1,000 round case. What do you think they're going to do? If you're not home, especially, they'll walk up and sit on your porch, take a picture of it, walk back, take it back to the damn truck and sit it behind their seat, take it home, throw it on arms list or some shit. What are you talking about? Was that the thing I posted last night about the dude that where all the cops showed up in court? John Rice. Only ship weed through UPS. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I have FedEx overnighted some other shit though from state to state. Long time ago. When I was a dumb kid. My wife got a free iPhone 10 and the money refunded still. It just came late. Oh no shit. She bought it and then it never came, so she asked for a refund and then the phone came eventually. You didn't send it back? Man, how do you live with yourself? I won't be able to go to sleep at night. I'm like an honest Abe. Because we've had shit like that happen before. And then I've made her call and pay for it. I've called and pay for it. Yeah, it's until. I mean, the ammo shit's coming back. There's still people buying it up because they fear it's not going to be here. It may not. I hear my thing is this. You ever heard the one in the hand is better than two in the bush? I'm that guy. So I'd rather have it now, even if it costs me more money, than wait till later and chance whether or not I can have it. I mean, because think in 2019, if you thought, man, this $229 box of 9 mils expensive, I'm going to wait till the prices come down to under 200, and then you wait it. You still waiting. Pick some veggies for me. 1,000 rounds. I'll be okay with 800 to 1,000. What do you need, Brandon? Hey, good luck, man. I hope you get the job. I do. Good luck to you. Yeah, let's get through yeah, but NG, that doesn't matter when they go out to deliver the shit and then they have somebody meet them. Like, okay, so I'm a FedEx delivery guy. I go to the warehouse and I walk in and I get my truck. I load my truck up and I notice this box of ammo. So when I get to your address, you're not there. I run up, I sit on the porch, I take a picture of it, I throw it back in the truck. I call my wife and say, "Hey, meet me here on my route." I stop at the stop sign, I chuck it out the window to her, and now it's gone. Gas masks are highly underrated. Yeah, no shit, man. Yeah, I'm about to jump off here too. I gotta get to painting. I just wanted to jump off here and say hi today. I'll be posting this to Patreons where I've been posting all the live streams at, in case anybody wanted to know. Yep, Travis has got it. Always have what you need. As you use to buy more, prices go back down. Buy extra for rough times. You are correct, sir. Glad you're my friend. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. You guys stay safe and stay armed.